We are talking to Angelica Hale. One, you've got an incredible event coming up, a 4th of July weekend. Look up Atlanta. And but let's get into, your run on America's Got Talent. I remember because I was there for the finals in Los Angeles. It was absolutely incredible.
God, it was more incredible being on that stage and experiencing all of it. Honestly, I remember that day like it was yesterday. I just remember every single round, especially during the live shows, I was just putting my soul and everything on that stage, and just being like those 3 minutes on that stage is just like something that'll stick with you for the rest of your life.
Oh, I bet. So how old were you when you were on stage? What, season 12 is what I believe was
season
right?
12.
How old were you when you were on that stage?
I was 9 and then 10.
Yeah.
So
I've sang my whole life, and I remember being like 16, 17 on a stage, and the nerves were like in my throat.
Yeah.
So what did it feel like
at
8?
God, I started performing like locally in Atlanta when I was about 5, and it was the same thing. My hands were always shaking and my voice was in your throat.
So hard to overcome.
It is, but once you start doing it like more and more often and just getting more comfortable with being on stage, with America's Got Talent, it was completely different because it was live, and of course the stage was like 10 times bigger.
And you're waiting for Simon Cowell just to drop an insult on you.
Oh gosh, that was the scariest part. I kept thinking in my mind, I was like, is he gonna hit that buzzer? Like my first audition, he hit it as a joke, and I was like, so it was. They're loud.
Not funny, Simon.
No, it was not funny.
Yeah, incredible. And we were just talking real quick before we started the interview. The Otis, you asked the question about people picking songs for what they want to sing and the pressure of having to, to pick certain songs.
I love to ask big time artists that question too, because it's different from when you're on a stage performing versus like when you just go to a karaoke situation with friends. What's the go-to?
Yeah, so I actually recently did like a little karaoke session. I was doing camp, and literally I don't do karaoke very often. So the first thing I just thought of was like, okay, let's do Whitney Houston, I guess. It was like, I think some of the karaoke songs that I enjoy personally just singing along to. Recently, I've been into like Silk Sonic, and
Silk Sonic's great.
I love Silk Sonic, and then of course. I recently was in New York and I watched Hamilton, so I've been like playing the songs over and over in my head, and then those are some of the songs that I've been singing recently, just as for
it's way before your time, but I go with No Diggity.
Oh,
Shorty, get down, good Lord.
Oh, I like that. Oh, dang. Okay.
That's my go-to.
Yeah, Otis sings a lot.
I had to find an opportunity to get that in there.
Of course.
You gotta sing. You have to sing first in the interview because it's like trying to follow Angelica at karaoke night. She just ruined it for everybody. Right? She's good.
Yeah, nobody else goes up after that. They're like,
yeah, they'd be like Brian Mood. I'd be like, no.
You never want to be the guy or girl on karaoke right after the person that just dropped the mic.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's gotta.
That never happens. Never happens to you, Angelica, but us lay people, that happens often.
Oh boy.
So tell us about this event, Look Up Atlanta, because you are the headliner.
Yes, I am the headliner. I'm going to be singing some patriotic songs as well as some songs that I have sang on America's Got Talent, and some modern songs as well. There was a couple in there, but it's going to be very exciting. I'm performing with the Atlanta Youth Symphony, so that's going to be awesome.
That's cool.
That's going to be really fun.
Have you practiced? You're going to get the timing? That's got to be hard.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a demo soon for singing the national anthem for the opening. So that's going to be fun.
That's a song in itself. But you're going to have accompaniment, which kind of helps, I think. But if you do it dry.
So since I was little, I've been doing the national anthem a cappella. So I obviously it was a lot to get used to, but I like national anthem and singing because I've done a lot of charity work. So when I traveled across the country, they would ask for national anthem and I would sing it a cappella. And I do have to say it is as hard as people say it is.
Your brain does weird things to you when you're
exactly.
It's not a hard song. It's just that it is
a hard song, and you have to memorize all the words as well.
Well, some of the words aren't used in like normal language.
Well, exactly.
Like ramparts.
And that's what I was going to ask you. Obviously you do this all the time, so you're less nervous than you were when you first started. But I feel like that is a really hard song to go up and do because it's not just your own nerves. You know that everybody's watching you, and if you mess up, that they're gonna remember that
Exactly.
part too.
So the one thing that I think a good example is I performed for the Steelers once, and I was singing the national anthem, and it was freezing outside. So I was on the field, and it was freezing, and there was echo because it's a stadium.
Mhm.
So you have to battle the echo, the lyrics, and then staying on pace because it had to be a certain amount of time. So, and then of course everyone watching you. That's why adding that on top of things just makes things a lot more complicated than they need to be. So that's why one thing that I always like to do is when I'm performing or looking out, see you're on stage. So
Mhm.
I like to like look at the top of everyone's heads. And in the stadium, it was a little better because I couldn't see anyone in the first place.
Right.
Yeah.
So I just like to think of it as just me in the moment on that stage, just like as if I were practicing, because I'd practiced that song a million times before. It was gonna be awesome. It was just like every other time, and I slayed.
Talking
So
to
it was good.
Angelica Hale. She's going to be a part of the Centennial Olympic Park Look Up
Yes.
Atlanta fireworks. I believe it starts at 5 p.m.
Yes, doors open at 5.
10 p.m. The firework, it goes till 10, but somewhere around there when it gets dark, you're going to see the fireworks. And do you know the stage time for you yet?
Yeah, I think I'm going to be performing around 8 o'clock. So you guys can stay tuned for that. But doors do open at 5, so you guys can head in.
We'll be roaming around there doing
Yeah,
some
what a
stuff for
cool
CBS
event.
46.
That's
Really
awesome. Yeah, I
cool.
was just on CBS before I came over here, so that was fun.
So we'll be hyping you up if you need background vocals.
Oh yeah,
hand
I'll call
raised,
you
so-
up. I'll
I
call
got
you
you.
up. I'll be like, I need you,
I
boo.
feel like Otis really wants to sing a duet with
Otis.
you right now.
Oh my
We should
gosh.
hear her sing though. I think maybe.
Oh,
Do you want to
sure.
do one of yours? Do you want to do a
I
patriotic?
I do have a song that I think you guys would like. So this is a little bit of The Climb by Miley. This one's one of
Okay.
my older kind of favorites, but I recently covered this one not too long ago. So I'll give a little bit. The struggles I'm facing, the chances I'm taking, sometimes might knock me down, but no, I'm not breaking. I may not know it, but these are the moments that I'm gonna remember most. Yeah, just gotta keep going. There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. And sometimes you're gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's the climb.
Yes.
Wow.
Atlanta's own Angelica Hale. It's incredible.
Woo!
And you know
Your
what?
turn, Brian.
Mountain climb.
Woo!
Thank you, Angelica. You're way too nice.
Almost hit the note.
Well, you know,
Almost there.
the great part about it is that Angelica, like the voice that comes out of you when you're not expecting you to be such an accomplished singer, and even more, now more so because now you've turned into just a media monster. Like you're great at talking and telling stories. And
Of course.
when you were little, the first time you ever came into a radio studio to sing, we were like floored because you're just so
I
little, and all of a sudden it's like,
know.
"Bah!" And you're so positive and so fun. And people who don't know you, follow her on social media at Angelica Hale.
Yes.
You do great stuff there. To follow your adventures, see how you inspire people is so cool.
Thank you
too.
so much.
Really do incredible work. And I think for the city of Atlanta, you're just an absolute gem. I'd say hidden gem, but you're not very hidden because you have a quite a following. So people are really gonna love that Look Up concert on the 3rd.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. So I hope to see you guys there on Sunday. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Somebody
No,
go
it's gonna be
soon.
right here.
Ah!
Nerves kick in.
I know, but it's gonna be awesome. Thank you so much for having me here, by the way.
Thank you,
Yes.
Angelica.
Gosh.
Angelica Hale, ladies and gentlemen.
So good.
Woo! Thank you.